In this video, we're taking a look at the Falconize RX18 TDX2 flexible LED light. This flexible LED light is a bi-color 100 watt light that can adjust from 3000 to 5600 Kelvin. The second version of this light has 9 built-in effects that can be powered through either AC or a V-mount battery. It also comes with an included softbox and grid. The light panel has 504 SMD LEDs at 100 watt total output. The panel is 18 by 24 inches, and since the entire panel is a light, the light gives off somewhat diffused light with a thin layer of diffusion over the LEDs. It's still a harder light, but since the light source is larger, it doesn't give you that hard of shadows that you see with a single chip big LED light. This was important for me since I have my microphone and my overhead camera blocking some of the way that the light is going to hit me, so having a big light source was important for me. I also tested out this light to see if I could get it to flicker at different frame rates and shutter speeds, and I was happy to find there was no flicker. The second version of this light comes with 9 different scene effects. I didn't use any of them, but if you're an independent filmmaker, I can see these being more helpful to you. The different scene modes are Lightning 1 and 2, TV screen, candle, paparazzi, strobe, high and low beam, double flash, and warm breathing. Another feature I didn't use with this light was the DMX console that allows you to hook up a few lights to one single board and control them all at once. This is pretty cool, but I don't have a use for that with my filming that I do. If you have a need for that, that functionality is there if you need it though. As far as temperature adjustments, half the LEDs are warm and half are cool. Adjusting the temperature of the light will dim some of the LEDs and intensify others. I've been using the light at 5500 Kelvin or 5600 Kelvin and have not noticed it was too dim. However, it does become dimmer if you go all the way down to 3000 Kelvin. At 5600K, all of the warm LEDs are off, and at 3000K, all of the cool LEDs are off. I've been using this light as my key light, and it's been running around 35% output, and my shutter speed is 1/50th because I film in 4K, 24 frames per second. My f-stop is usually 1.8 with an ISO of 125 and a custom HLG3 profile for my A7 III, if you're interested in those specs. The flexible panel is advertised to be waterproof to 30 meters for 30 minutes. I have not tested this and hopefully I never will, but it's nice to know if I'm out filming somewhere and my LED panel gets wet, it won't be ruined. The stand mount that comes with the light attaches with an X bracket on the back of the light. Attaching the X bracket is a very straightforward process and still retains the slim profile of the light while being sturdy. You can easily break this down and put it away quickly, making this a great light for traveling or using it in a tight space. The bracket that attaches the light to the stand can pan left and right and tilt up. However, it can't tilt down very far at all. Knowing this, I put it on a monitor arm that can tilt, so this fixed my problem for me. But it's something to keep in mind if you're using this on a light stand. To move the light down, you actually have to move the light stand down, which will change the angle of light on your subject and maybe give you some unexpected shadows. If you plan on using this light in a small space or a place where you can't get a big light stand into, this is a great option. The beauty of the flex light is you can roll it up, put it in a corner, or put it really anywhere, and it will still be functional without taking up a lot of space. The softbox that comes with the light isn't flexible, however the light is only 5 inches wide, so you can really fit it into a lot of tight spaces. The reason this light caught my attention was because I needed a thin light that included a softbox and a grid to diffuse and direct light. It's difficult to find a flex light with a nice softbox and grid for a reasonable price, so I was very excited to test out this softbox. And I was surprised at the quality. It seems to be made of a high quality fabric material that attaches to the light with Velcro. The diffusion and grid attaches to the light in the normal way, adding diffusion to the inside of the softbox, and the grid just goes over the diffusion. I was initially skeptical about how well the Velcro would hold the softbox onto the LED light, but I've been using this for a few months now and been moving it around my studio, and there's been no give in the Velcro at all. It was difficult to attach the first time, but it's stayed on and stayed in place ever since. Moving on to the power and control box, the power supply can actually attach to the rear of the control box via the V-mount battery slot. This isn't how you power the control box. You still need to run a cable to the control box, but it's handy for keeping things neat and managing your cables. Of course, if you're using a V-mount battery, you won't need to use the power supply as long as you have enough batteries to use. I don't use V-mount batteries, so I can't speak to how long they last with this light. The control box itself can be attached to a light stand, or how I've been using these lights on my desk, attached to a monitor arm. The clamp that comes with the box is surprisingly large. It feels very strong when you attach it to a light stand or monitor arm. There's also a loop on the top of the control box that allows you to hook it around anything to keep it off the ground if you don't have the option of using the clamp. Keeping the control box and power supply attached to each other on a light stand put up off the ground not only makes things cleaner, but it makes things easier to adjust on your light. My controls are right next to me, so I don't need to get up to adjust the light. I can just adjust them via the control box. Another thing I noticed about the control box is that there's no fan. Unlike the larger single chip LED lights, there's no fan actively cooling the LED panel or the control box. I love this since my microphone is right next to my light and my control box, so this fanless design really makes my audio life a lot easier. The bag that comes with the light is a soft cylinder-shaped case. It's nice to have a bag to put the light in, but I would have loved to have a hard case like my larger LED lights come in. But again, this light, including the softbox and grid, was almost half the price of my BL30 TD2. So I understand why it's a soft-sided case. Falcon Eyes advertises this light to have a 95 CRI, and I don't have any equipment to measure CRI or intensity of this light, but I've been using it with my Falcon Eyes BL30 TD2 and my Godox SL60W, all set to the same color temperature, and have had no problems matching my lights together with my color checker passport in post-production. That's nice peace of mind if you're mixing lights together. I don't know if it's the 95 CRI that Falcon Eyes gave it, but it is pretty good and mixes well with other lights. A con of this light, and it's true for most Falcon Eyes lights, is they don't include a remote in the box. The ability to put the fanless control box near you to adjust your settings kind of removes the need for a remote controller, but it still would have been nice to get one in the box if you need it. A few other thoughts here. After a recent move, I found myself in the market for new lights that took up less space than my larger single chip LED lights with giant softboxes. That's when I came across this Falcon Eyes light, and I asked Falcon Eyes if I can have one to review, and they sent me this light to review, and I've been using it for my videos for the past 2 months, and I have absolutely loved it. All of these are opinions on my own words, and I've just enjoyed the flexibility of this flex light, no pun intended. The softbox and grid with the diffusion are awesome. I was able to take one of my large softboxes and LED lights out of my office, and this light has high enough output, slim profile, no fan noises that I can absolutely replace that light with this one. I'd love to explore more options of flexible LED lights in the future, maybe even light panels if I need some more output in a small space someday. The giant single chip lights are great when you have tons of room to work with, but when space matters in a small office, fitting a few large softboxes in a small area will take up all of your space. If you've enjoyed this video, leave it a like and share it with a friend. If you didn't enjoy this video, share it with someone you don't like. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you in the next video.